UFC 299, let's take a look. But before, the night before, let's take a look at the highlight of Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua. All right, so we're going to take a look at this in slow motion. You see here, AJ gets right through the guard. Right here, I think if you see, let me rewind this back a bit. If you see right here, Francis kept on pawing at the jab, or any strike really. Francis was using this leading hand here to kind of parry, like paw it. He was almost like a cat when a cat paws something. So he was trying to parry a lot of AJ's punches. And so AJ basically picked up a read on that and was getting right through the guard after picking up Francis's pawing behavior. So that's what ended up causing that knockout. And he got him down twice before the official knockout. He knocked him down twice prior. So bad night in the office for Francis. Sorry, bro. Anyways, let's take a look at the reactions. Right here at MMA_militant on Twitter said, Francis Ngannou got Stipe Miocic. Okay, you got that one. This one, Mr. Titasso Estrogen put this Dana White, as if Dana White was watching the fight. Right here from Left Hook Club on Instagram. Live look at Dana White after Ngannou got knocked out. Oh, God. He does kind of have that aura, Dana Soprano. From the UFC stats on Twitter, Francis Ngannou, if he never met Helwani, with the Demetrius Johnson title defenses. Oh my God. Damn you, Ariel. Oh my God, from MMA, from Hokage_MMA on Twitter. Joe Rogan is ruthless, and it's here. Joe Rogan with the mic after the knockout. God, that photo of Joe Rogan with Connor, it's just crazy how some memes are just, they're gonna live on forever. And Joe Rogan, God, you have so many of them, but this is a really good one. Anyways, did you guys watch the Francis Ngannou fight? I kind of caught, well, I mean, it was only went in 2 rounds. So I caught it at work. One of my friends sent me a link, you know what I mean? And so I was able to catch it that way. And so yeah, technically I did stop working to watch the fight, but it only lasted 2 rounds, so I don't feel too bad about it. But in general, what were your thoughts? Did you watch the fight? What were you expecting? Let me know below. What was your predicted outcome for that fight? All right, next up, let's start up with some memes from the fight. Right here, Nonstop Philly on Twitter says, everything's ugly in a Macy Barber fight except her, quoted by Joe Rogan. So this reaction like he knows what he's doing. You know what you were saying with that line? That's pretty funny. She did pretty good, though. She did really good, actually. From McGregor2 on Twitter, Dan Mergliata watching Gilbert Burns eat 45 unanswered shots after getting dropped. And it's this picture here of, was it Ivan Drago? If he dies, he dies. Dang. That was a crazy turn of events with the Gilbert Burns versus JDM fight, though. That was a good fight. And JDM looked like he was in a lot of trouble, but man, did he really turn that around. Good job for JDM. Japanese domestic imports, or motors, I mean. Right here at the face-offs at Ricky_Dubes, sorry, on Twitter. I love the respect shown between these two. Most likely to win fight of the night. Right here it's Michael Venom Page and Kevin Holland, but someone photoshopped them doing the little heart with their, because he was originally trying to do the snake, whatever, the snake charmer. Right here underneath, someone put Cyril Khan doing the same exact thing, but it's actually real. Man, I was really hoping for a different outcome for that fight. I was really hoping that would be a fight of the night, but I think my expectations were a little too high on this Holland versus MVP. Terrence McKinney on Twitter put this picture of the Wayans brothers. Each Wayne is, so it's MVP and Michael Holland as one of the Wayans brothers. Since MVP won his debut in the UFC, someone wrote before the fight, MVP should win. That way we get a Wonder Boy versus Montel Vontavious Porter. But yeah, are you guys with me? Were you expecting more out of the MVP versus Kevin Holland fight? Because I really was hoping that was gonna be my potential fight of the night, looking at it, you know, on paper. But the way the fight played out, you know, it was not as exciting as I was, you know, promising myself. But what about you guys? Overall thoughts on the MVP versus Holland? And what do you think is next for MVP? What's next for Holland, really? I mean, Holland is down to fight anyone, anywhere. But where does that put everybody? Next up, the actual fight of the night. Dustin Porier versus BSD. America versus France. Let's take a look at this shot from the crowd. This way I can't get copyright striked. Thank you, YouTube. All right, so Dustin with the ghillie, Saint Wah gets out of it, but then he starts getting struck immediately. Bam, right on the chin right there. Whew. Whew. Let's take a look at that frame by frame. So as soon as Dustin releases him from the guillotine right here, you can see he loads up this left hook and then catches him with the first one right away, already turning his chin into the opposite direction. He follows up with another one. Boom, right there. You can see it. Bang, slow motion. And then it's the final one that puts him out, the right hook. What? Straight to Mimi's. Damn, that fool's having dreams of war times. Bang. Whew. That was a clean KO. At OC MMA, Dustin's corner. Bro, stop jumping for guillotines. You almost just got finished. And then Dustin Porier, in the name of thy father, thy son, and in the gilly we trust. Amen. Oh, that's hilarious. Theo Vaughn on Twitter put, Dustin beat the croissants out of that dude. Theo Vaughn always has the perfect thing to say. Someone underneath, I'm reading your tweets in your accent. At MMA Filthy Casual on Twitter. Dustin Porier waking up tomorrow morning. He's got the dog in him. Right here, underneath says, the dog has Dustin Porier in him. Oh, this is from before the fight was announced or before the fight was official, but they still announced it. So PC Strickland MMA. This is how Dustin Porier and his manager get a hold of each other. by pigeon. I don't know. What about that fight, guys? Who were you? I think Dustin was a underdog for that fight. So, coming off of the KO from Justin Gaethje, man, I guess there was a lot of doubt in there for Dustin Poirier, but he took that fight with a mission, with a point to prove, and he proved the point. So good on you, Dustin Poirier. Congratulations, man. Drink your hot sauce. Okay, now for the main event of the evening, Chito Vera versus Sean O'Malley. Let's go ahead and take a look at this in slow motion. All right, so Sean loads it up, and Chito ducks right into the knee. All right, let's listen to it when it happens. Oi! It was just so loud. It's so loud. God, but it didn't knock him out though. At the MMA Alien on Twitter. When dentists say sugar is bad for your teeth, this is what they mean. And boom. Damn, I wish because, okay, for those of you who watch my channel and don't know me at all personally, I am a multimedia designer. I do a lot of media related work, and it would be a dream for me to be able to, at least for one event, be a sports photographer for the UFC, because to just capture such a beautiful moment like this is, man, it's a dream for any photographer, really, to be able to catch anything that tells a story. And this is quite the story. Now, when you look at this picture too, you don't know, unless you're a fan of the sport, you don't know that Chito actually eats this and survives no problem. But still, the image itself is what, us as multimedia artists like to capture. Just a perfect moment in time, captured forever. So congrats to Sean for the win, and congrats to Chito for fighting like a dog, bro. He's that guy. From Overdogs Podcast on Twitter, Sean O'Malley lands the cleanest knee of all time, Chito's chin. Stephen A. Smith, looking like as if, really, that's all you got, bro? That's what you gave me? Chito's chin, undefeated. From Mixed Martial Arts on Twitter. Nah, seriously, why does every Sean O'Malley interaction come off like a scene from The Office? And it's a compilation of these different moments. Let's actually take a look.
Sean, I didn't see that. You want a matchup? He's right here. I'd love a tune-up. What do you say, Precious?
The zoom in.
Serious? Are you you're good to go now, huh?
I'm good to go.
Same.
The panning back and forth.
Knee at what time? Because I think you absolutely suck.
What do you weigh?
Go ahead, carry on with the interview.
Oh, it's just the panning back and forth, and then the zoom ins really sells that Office vibe. And then especially how they froze here on Figgy, and Figgy's just, and this chick, who the hell? This look, they both just have this. It is just such an Office moment.
What do you weigh?
Go ahead, carry on with the interview. Go ahead, carry on.
Okay, it's cringy. No one takes that dude serious. I honestly gonna be smiling, laughing. He's not even taking that serious.
He's just paused, like he doesn't know what to do or say in these moments. Every Office moment with Suga Sean is just, he doesn't know what to say.
I honestly, when I asked you that question, didn't see that he was standing there, so I hope I didn't cause a bit of a ruckus there.
Get that little person out of here.
I hear with Chito.
Ready to get knocked out? Yeah?
Come suck my
Come suck my That's weird.
I asked him to suck my
That was edited so perfectly too. I'm so glad they do the embedded series because they give us these moments, these nuggets of just comic gold, and this is definitely one of them. This one's up there.
I'm bulletproof, man. I got a strong mentality.
He's right. He said bulletproof, and he took that knee like a bullet was taking a shot to Kevlar.
But you should mention my name.
Oh shit, I didn't know who that was.
Hey, you have to fight.
Oh my God, poor Marab. So this is right after Suga just won the fight, and Marab is like, "You should mention my name," and Suga not even knowing who he is, and then damn, you get to see the look of defeat right here on Marab. Right here from MMA Thanos. Chito Vera is about to finish Sean O'Malley, Dana White, and then this must be from some kind of wrestling thing.
Lesnar's lifted up the ring with Ron. Reigns in it with a damn tractor. Reigns falls out of the.
Oh man, the memes were good tonight, boys. Anyways, what did you think of the fight? Who did you pick? Did you get a parlay in? Did you win your parlay? Next fight, UFC 300, Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill. So that should be interesting. There's a lot of fights actually on that card. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. All right, let's take a look here. Pereira versus Hill. Let's get down to the bottom actually. Let's see. Okay, so far, yeah, Bobby Green versus Jim Miller. Looking forward to that one. Andrade versus Rodriguez. I mean, I guess I don't really care for that one. Yusuf versus Diego Lopez. I can't recall if I've watched Yusuf fight. I feel like the name sounds really familiar, so I probably have. Diego Lopez is definitely a fan favorite, so that should be a fun one to watch. Holly Holm versus Kayla Harrison. That's going to be interesting, especially with the whole weight issue, if Kayla's going to make the weight. Davison Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt. I'm actually pretty excited to see that one too. This fight is actually okay. It's not bad. Bo Nickel versus Cody Brundage. Man, Cody Brundage, that name is so familiar. I'm sure I've watched him fight. Bo Nickel, okay, actually, I'm liking this card. Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling, pass. Yuri Prohashka versus Alexander Rakic. I'm actually really looking forward to this fight right here. Charles Oliveira versus Arman Sarukian, another interesting fight. Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway. God, please, my boy Max, don't die. Justin, take it easy on him. Zhang Weili versus Yan Joan. I'm like, whatever about that one. Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill. So, 300 is not bad. And a lot of people were complaining about it. It's definitely not stacked. I don't know if it's going to be as good as 299. 299 might actually be the real 300. But, you never know until the fights start, the bell rings. So let me know, what are your picks for 300? And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.